how you can use PowerApp Visual in Power BI. Hi, this is Krupali from KnowHow Academy. So let's start with me. So let me tell you what you will learn by seeing this video. You will learn three things. First, what is PowerApp Visual in Power BI? Second thing, how you can use PowerApp Visual in Power BI. Third, how you will get real-time update in your Power BI report using PowerApp Visual. So let's start. Let's see first what is the end result of our task. So here is a Power BI report which I published in a Power BI service account in my workspace. So here this will show the total number of employee by gender and how many employees are there based on their employee status. And here you will able to see the data of employee. Now when I select anything, you will able to see the data of detail of that particular employee. And once you are changing it, let's say Kalyani 1234, and if you are changing it, you will able to see real time update of the data. Now if you are select anything from the here, your Power App data will filter based on whatever selection you are doing in your Power BI report. Let's say I am selecting here the male, you will able to see only male records. If I am selecting female, your PowerApp data will be filtered based on whatever selection you are doing in your visual. Let's say you want to display the female records whose status is active. So if you click that, here you will able to see the male and female whose status is active. Let's say if you want to filter further based on the only gender. So here you will able to see the records. So this way you can filter data in your Power App using Power BI reports. And as well as if you are doing any changes in your Power App, automatically real-time updates you will get in your Power BI report. So let's start developing this. So to develop this type of Power BI report, I will use employee data set. So let me first show you employee data set. I am using employee data set from Dataverse table. So let me show you first. If you have Power BI account, you can directly go to the tables and click on the custom table. A custom table means I made a table and then you can load it. And in Dataverse, several tables, inbuilt tables are there which you can use it. But right now, in this demo, I am using employee data. So this go to the custom and here you can see this is my employee data. Now here this employee data contains several columns like first name, last name, their employee email ID, employee status, employee date of birth, active date and entry date and exit date. So here we are not concerning about how many columns are there, since my objective is that I need to teach the Power App and Power BI integration. So I am using this sample data. And before we are going ahead, you should understand the logical name of a table. Now what is logical name? Logical name means in Dataverse table, when you are giving name of a table, Power App automatically give a logical name of the table. So let's say if you want to see the logical name of this table, how you can see that. So click on edit and here click on this, click on edit and here you will see the advanced option and here you will able to see the logical name. So this is my logical name of a table. This table we need to get it into our Power BI reports. So let's go to the Power BI. So here first of all let's load data from Dataverse table. So to do that in Power BI, here you need to click on Dataverse. Small window will appear and here you will able to see different environments from where you can load the data. Now since my table is in my environment, so my environment name is Krupali Busa environment. So here you will able to see that, expand that and you need to search for a logical name of a table. Since I told you we need to, how you can get that logical name. So copy that, and here you can search it. Okay, so here you will able to see this table is there under this environment. So check that, and here you will able to see the preview of the table and load the data. Since you are loading data from your Dataverse, there are two options. First option is import mode, and the second option is direct query mode. So since we want real time updates, that's why we need to select direct query mode. So here we are selecting direct query mode and click on OK. And here I will make two simple visual which will tell me how many numbers of male and females are there and how many employees are there based on their status. So simple visual we will create, and then we will create our Power App in Power BI. So here you will able to see the data is loaded. So let's make one report. So I'm selecting bar chart, and in bar chart I want to display the employee status on X axis and how many employees are there based on their status. So here you will able to see that, and let me just format it quickly. So here you will able to see the total number of employees based on their status. So there are 773 employees who are active, then 131 employees who are voluntarily terminated, and so on. And let's take one more visual which will display number of employees based on their gender. Then click on that, put gender here, and let's format it also quickly. So here you can see that there are 457 employees who are male and 526 employees who are female. Now let's publish this report. First of all, we need to save that report. So let me save it. So I'm saving with the name Demo Powerapp. We can say Powerapp. Since you save the report, after that you need to publish that report, and then it is advised to use PowerApp Visual in your Power BI. Why? Before publishing the report, still we can use it. But if you want the real-time updates and smooth update, you need to publish that, and in your Power BI service account, you can do that. So let's publish that report first. So we have saved the report. To publish that report, first of all, make sure under which workspace you are publishing the report. So here, let me see my account first. And here I am publishing my report under KnowHow workspace, which contains some already published report. So you make sure your same report you are not publishing it again. Okay, so I have made another report. So let me publish that report, and my name of a report is Demo Powerapp, and select the workspace under which you want to publish, and then click on select. So it will take some time to publish the report. Now your Powerapp report is published successfully. Then go to your Power BI service account, just refresh it, and here you will able to see that. Now open that report. Here you will able to see the visual which you have made. In case if you are getting an error by seeing this, the data, what you need to do, you need to go to the workspace. Then here you need to go to the semantic models, click on this three dot and click on setting. And here you need to go to the data source credential and click on edit credential. And from this you need to select the organization level privacy if you will not able to see the visuals properly. Okay, this step you need to do if you are not able to see your visuals, and this cross mark will then red color cross will come. So this step you need to do that. Click on organization level and then click on sign in and select your account using which you are publishing the report. Then you will able to see the data. But since we do not have any difficulty, so let's go back. Here you will able to see the visual. Now it's time to take a Power App Visual in your Power BI reports. So we are not taking Power App Visual in our Power BI desktop. So you can close it after it published, and here in your Power BI service account you need to click on edit, and here you will get the same environment like your Power BI desktop. So here you need to click on this Power App Visual. If you will not able to see that, you need to click on this three dot and click on get more visual and search for Powerapp. But since it is already that, so I'm not including it again. So click on the Powerapp's Visual. Now once you click on the Powerapp Visual, you will able to see like that. Okay. Now here they are mentioning the steps how to get started with that visual. So what is the step 1? First of all, you need to add the fields in your Powerapp data. Now what is the meaning of that? It is saying that using what fields you want to make a Powerapp. So you need to add that field here in that. So this is the first step. So whatever fields you want, you can add it here. So here I am adding all fields just for a safety purpose, because let's say you add fields and later on you don't require and you forget to add a field, so then you need to modify. So I don't want to get this type of hurdles, so I am adding all the fields of the table here in your Powerapp data. So let me add quickly. Now, one thing you want to keep it in mind that whenever you are adding any numeric field, let's say I am adding this numeric field, here automatically it will display sum of current employee. But here you need to make sure that you do not need to summarize, so click on don't summarize. For rest of the numeric field, you need to do the same. So I have added all the fields as it is. Now, what is the next thing? Next thing is that you need to select the proper environment under which you want to make your Powerapp. So here default environment you will able to see that is IT one stop. So I want to make my app under my environment. So click on that and here select the environment. Then you can choose the already created app or you can create new app. Since I am teaching you, so I am selecting create an app. Once you click on create an app, automatically a new window will open in your browser and automatically you will log in into your Powerapp account. Make sure that here whatever environment you have selected in under Power BI service account, same environment you are logging. Once you log in that, automatically one screen will be made in a mobile format and here you will able to see the gallery control. And one more important thing is that automatically this Power BI integration components will be added by the Power BI service account. So make sure that it is there. Otherwise, it does not make any sense if you are working on Powerapp. So here it is there. Then let's customize the gallery control and see the data. So let's say here, click on that. Gallery control, I am selecting the layout. I am quickly formatting the gallery. So just do with me. And here what you want to display, that you need to decide in the fields. So I don't want to display date of birth. I want to display actually the gender. Then in subtitle I want to display the email ID, and in that I want to display also um, created by, I want to display here the employee name, first name actually. So let me display the first name of employee, then email ID and gender. Also you can, I want to display a position, so let me add one control here also. And instead of that department I want to display the position. Okay, so here we are done with the gallery control. Let me add the heading also. So here my data is ready. Now the next thing is that when I click on this arrow sign, I want to display the detail of that employee, and from here I can edit that employee detail also. So you need to click on new screen, and from the inbuilt format I am selecting form control. So in form control automatically title will be there and that. Let's say here you want to display the data of employee. So here you cannot directly add the Power BI data. So here you need to add a data source of from your Dataverse table. So here Dataverse table you need to look that is employee. Employee data. So data source employee data you need to edit. So here it will be added, and here you will able to see that. But here in this screen your gallery control data source is, let me show you. Your gallery control data source is Power BI integration dot data. So this dot data, that means whatever data here it is there, we are using that. But in second screen we are using a Dataverse table. Now we need to make a communication of Dataverse table to the Power BI integration data. So I will also teach you how you can do that. So here we have added a form control, and here whatever field you want you can keep it, and rest of the field you can remove it. So let's decide what field I want to keep and what field I want to remove. So click on this form control, go to the fields and remove whatever field it's not required. So here the field is added in that. Now when I click on this cross sign, automatically it will go back to the previous screen. So I need to write back an empty bracket. So it will go back automatically. And here you will write the text, that is edit employee data. When I click on this correct sign, data will be updated in actual Dataverse table. Here it is already written that edit form. And then if data is updated successfully, what I want to do, I want to navigate back to that previous screen. So here in form control there is one property called on success. So I want to navigate to that. So navigate to screen 1. Okay, so let's test that. But here when I testing it, here nothing is displayed. So what I need to do, whatever I am selecting from this gallery control, I want to display it. So click on this arrow, and here I need to select navigate to that particular screen, as well as I want to convert that form into edit form. So before navigating, I am writing it edit form and then I will navigate it. So edit form, and then in bracket I need to write the name of a form, and then I will navigate to screen. Navigate to screen 2. And as well as also I want to reset the form before navigating. So let me write a reset form and then name of the form. And then whatever data I want to display here, which data I want to display? I want to display data which is selected by the user in gallery control. So here what I need to write? I need to write in item property. Here right now it is not showing anything because item property is empty. I need to write a formula of lookup which will find data from the Dataverse table and based on whatever you have selected in the gallery control. So lookup, then write a name of a data source, then email equal to gallery1 dot selected email. So whatever data I selected here, you will able to see that. So let's save that. Let's go back first. See, it is not working. Go back. Why? Because I have first time run this screen. So first run this screen. Then let's say I want to see the data of Kalyani. So go back and here you will able to do the changes. So Kalyani and then save it. Once it is saved, here you will come back to the first screen, but here data is not refreshed. If you again click on that, you will able to see the first name is Kalyani only. But let's say if you come back here, your previous screen, still you will able to see that 1, 2, 3, 4. So that does not make sense. What is the reason for that? The reason is that because when I am submitting the data, I need to refresh this Power BI integration data source. So let me go here and go to the correct sign, and before submitting the form, I need to refresh the data source. Okay, or let's say here I don't want to refresh here, but when it is success, then I want to refresh it. So what you need to write here on form success, before navigating, I need to refresh that data source. So what I need to write, Power BI integration dot refresh and then semicolon, and then check it out. Let's say again, but still it is not refreshed. So that refresh you will able to see in your Power BI service account. Okay, so don't worry, we will able to see that. Let's say here again run it and change something here. Let's say Hector 1, 2, 3, 4 and save it. But here still you will not able to see, don't worry. But we are done with making our Poweraps. Then I need to save that Powerapp. Okay, so click on save button. It will ask the name of the Powerapp. So you can write demo Powerapp for Power BI and click on save. Okay, so your app will be saved successfully. Wait for a minute. It is saved successfully. Then go back to your Power BI service account and wait for a minute until it fetch data from the Powerapp. So here you will able to see the data. Now, let's say I am making change in area sales manager. Instead of area sales manager, or let's say here I am making a change in gender. So let's say Kalyani is a male, but I am making it at a female, and just hit the enter. Once you hit the enter, automatically here you will able to see the value is changed. Let me do it again. So let me go do for a Hector. So Hector 1, 2, 3, 4, gender is female. Now once I will change female to male, the count will change. So let's say right now female is 527 and male are 456. When I change it, so male become 557 and female become 1 less. So let's say here make it male and hit enter. So here you will able to see the change here. Okay, same way you can do any changes and this visual will affect automatically. Now let's say you want to see the female employee only. Okay, so click on this female, and here in your Power App or whatever record you are seeing, all are female. Let's say you want to see the male record, so active male record you will able to see. So here if you are changing anything in your Power App Visual, automatically this visual will be affected, and if you are making change here, automatically the data will be filtered in your gallery control. Okay, so let's say uh, that future start employee you want to see that, then you want to see that this much employee only. If you want to see the level of absence, and then you will able to see only those data. Okay, so I hope you get an idea that how you can use your Power App Visual in your Power BI. Now, what is the main reason for using that visual? Because sometime if you from report section, if you want to edit the data in Power BI reports, you cannot edit it, but you can edit your data through Power App, and real-time updates you will able to see in your Power BI reports. So I hope you get an idea about the Power App Visual in your Power BI. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as a source of your IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate to the tech world. If you have any question, do not feel hesitate to reach out us. Stay curious, keep learning.